Hello, I'm Miss Penny Toombs from Dice Colony, Johnny Cash Boyhood Home, and Southern Tenant Farmers Museum. Today we're going to do your lesson on A Poet by Night. So if you'll go ahead and get out A Poet by Night, we will get started on this lesson. Johnny Cash was a well-known singer and songwriter. If you haven't ever heard of him, take time to search his music online. One of his songs is titled 5 Feet High and Rising. He based this song on the flood of 1937 in Dice Colony, Arkansas, where he lived with his family. And I'm going to play you some of that song right now. This is Johnny Cash singing part of 5 Feet High and Rising. You can hear the train going by.
1837, the Mississippi River went over the bank and broke the levees, flooded the cotton land along northeast Arkansas where me and my parents lived, with my brothers and sisters, the mules and the cows, the chickens, the beans. And we were warned that we had to head for the hills, so my dad sent us all to Pine Bluff on the train. And he said he was going to stay with the house just as long as he could. But he sat on the front porch, and little by little, he watched the water rising on the front steps, and he decided that when it had risen 5 feet high, he was going to have to leave. Well, he did leave, and 20 years later, I wrote this song called 5 Feet High and Rising. How high is the water, Mama? 2 feet high and rising. How high is the water, Papa? She said it's 2 feet high and rising. We can make it to the road in a homemade boat. That's the only thing we got left that'll float. It's already over all the wheat and oats. 2 feet high and rising. How high is the water, Mama? 3 feet high and rising. How high is the water, Papa? She said it's 3 feet high and rising. Well, the hives are gone, I lost my bees. Chickens are sleeping in the willow trees. Cows in water up past their knees. 3 feet high and rising. How high is the water, Mama? 4 feet high and rising. How high is the water, Papa? She said it's 4 feet high and rising. Hey, come look through the window pane. The bus is coming, gonna take us to the train. Looks like we'll be blessed with a little more rain. 4 feet high and rising. How high is the water, Mama? 5 feet high and rising. How high is the water, Papa? She said it's 5 feet high and rising. Well, the rails are washed out north of town. We gotta head for higher ground. Can't come back till the water goes down. 5 feet high and rising. Well, it's 5 feet high and rising.
So I just pulled that up from YouTube. Just Johnny Cash singing 5 Feet High and Rising, talking about his experience living in Dice through that flood. Another interesting thing about Johnny Cash is that he wrote poetry. His book, Forever Words, was published in 2016. One of the poems is titled Crowley's Ridge, and I'm going to read you part of that. He actually wrote this in October of 1967. I borrowed me a riding horse. I headed north for Crowley's Ridge to cross. We crossed Little River at Lepanto, never slowed down till around Jonesboro. Destination Hardy, Arkansas, to take my woman back from her ma and pa. The rich Delta land was black and flat, but the cotton grows good in ground like that. And there are actually 2 more pages to that poem, but that was just the first 2 stanzas of it. So today, in the spirit of that, we are going to write our own poem. Imagine you are taking a trip. What mode of transportation would you use? Where would you go, and what would you see? So you can take a trip anywhere you want to go. Take any kind of transportation. Where would you go and what would you see? So on the following page, I want you to create or produce your own poem, then read it to someone either at your home or your friend or at school, or you can send it to me. That would be fine as well. My email address is ptoombs@astate.edu. So here's where you're going to write your title. You're going to write your name, you're the author, and then you're going to put your poem on here. And I'm going to suggest that you make notes and brainstorm before. Get online and research about the different places you can go. Whether you want to visit one of our heritage sites, we have Dice Colony, Johnny Cash Boyhood Home. We have Southern Tenant Farmers Museum. We have Hemingway Pfeiffer Museum and Lakeport Plantation. But you can choose anywhere. So do some research online and then come up with your own poem. Thank you for joining me today.